Hello, my loves. Thank you for being here. This is a timeless message for the collective, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I really appreciate you guys rocking with me and just being here. The energy is remember that previous reading how I said it feels like, you're kind of just like in the eye of the storm. I was sitting outside earlier meditating, kind of just being with my cards, and the wind picked up, and I was observing how the wind was blowing everything around and just knocking things, around outside. And I'm sitting there on my patio where my patio is protecting me from the gusts of the wind, so I'm just watching everything. And I was just like, this is literally, I didn't think that I would expect to experience that energy, and it felt like such alignment, and I got really full of energy and was like, okay, this is leading to a divine message. And it honestly just felt really good to feel in alignment. And so you may be experiencing some synchronicities right now, and it's spirit wanting to validate that you are on the right path. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. I have been feeling heart chakra energy all day. I woke up feeling it. And almost like this, like heavy on my chest, hard to breathe. There's like literal energy here. So there may be a need to like drain the lymphatic system a little bit. Rest is going to be really, really important here. But it's devotion. It's honoring your inner temple, tuning into the portal of your heart. There's something within that space that it wants to communicate to you, and you're going to be able to receive that clarity in that by trusting your body, by listening to your body. The initiation rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Babe, that's literally the portal of your heart. What's that song? Ooh, confirmation. What's that song? Oh my gosh, it's an 80s song. I can't remember it right now. I'll remember it. If I remember, I'm going to link it in the description. But something about through the portal of your heart. And so it feels like this initiation has been happening. So if you're watching this in real time, we are in Taurus new moon energy while I'm recording this. And the new moons are always portals, right? The new moon is dark. It's portal energy, and it's what we're stepping into in this new cycle, right? In this new initiation through this rite of passage. You're listening to your heart. You're allowing and if you're not, there's this need to. If you're not, you understand why your heart is pinching. And if you don't, there's this need to tune into yourself, to rest, to be still. There's been a lot of movement happening. I'm feeling like a lot of the collective is having things happening for them right now. And they're good things. They're things that are in alignment with what you want, with what you've been calling in. So there's just been this constant motion, and there's this need to rest, to tune into your heart center, to allow yourself to receive what it is that you're being guided to receive through this initiation. This card fell. Hold on one second. I don't know if I'm going to say this correctly, so if I'm not, I apologize. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? And it literally feels like listening to the portal of your heart is where you're going to get this answer. You may be in this phase. I'm seeing almost like you're stuck between two worlds at this time. It literally feels like you're stuck between two worlds at this time. It's like you're resonating with a new version of yourself while still operating as the old version of you, and you're trying to figure out, it's like you're trying to find the balance of the two to honor yourself in where you're at now. Where are you being called to journey to? Listen to your heart. Go within. Right? It's this initiation that you're coming through. Right? Look at that. If you look at the images of the card, look at the portal on both of the cards. It's like you're stuck between these two worlds, and you're trying to decide what this portal is going to look like on the other side. What is the life that you're trying to build right now? What are you calling in? Like you're trying to envision it, and that's a beautiful thing. When we hold in our minds, we hold in our hands. And so it's a beautiful thing to envision where you want to go. And I'm almost feeling like because you've been so busy operating in a state of the old version of yourself, you're not allowing yourself to move in that heart-centered space. And you're being called to. And in that heart-centered space, my love, you're gonna like figure out what that all looks like. And it's gonna allow you to go deeper. It's going to allow you, once you go into that space of your heart and you're imagining what you want your world to look like, it's going to allow you to paint that picture at such a deep level that it's going to have no choice but to come to fruition. But it's like you're in the dance of the in-between right now where you don't know what it looks like. So there's a lot of mental clutter. There's a lot of cluttery energy happening. There's a lot blowing around you. There's just a lot, babe. And I get it. I'm rocking in that space with you, babe. But like, I am 100% a part of this collective. So we are resonating in similar spaces. If you're resonating with this, right, like your journey may be different. You may be experiencing different things, but we all do, right? We all do, but the energy is resonant. The energy makes no mistake. So you may be balancing a lot right now and trying to create your new world while operating in your old world. And you're taking these steps into your new world is what I'm seeing. Like you're taking these baby steps toward this portal. But it's like once you get there, you have everything you want. And it's beautiful. And it's lush. So it feels like you're moving in the right direction, babe, even if it feels like it's a lot. Even if it feels like the energy is super cluttery. I started shuffling the tarot, and then I got called to pick up the bottom of the oracle. I freaking love this card so much. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming in order to fit in? This is like the energy of like, I'm hearing if you're having to dim in any way that it's not a heart-centered space for you. And you're gonna, that is going to resonate with who it needs to. And the card moved as I put it down in this case. This wanted to be seen. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So you may find that you're in these spaces in your current world that are making you feel like you have to dim your light in order to be received properly. And Spirit is saying, no, you don't have to dim your light, actually. You can move in your full authentic light by moving in your heart space and answering the call to yourself. It's honoring yourself and the call to yourself and moving in that way in a very intentional space, in a heart-led space. And it's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's like the great gathering of you. Like, I know it says that, it's like coming into community with people who are resonant to you, which is a beautiful thing. And I do believe that is happening. I do believe the collective is finding each other at deeper levels and at faster capacities and we're just connecting differently, and it feels really good. So with that, you're also finding yourself, right? And your intuition is coming through a lot stronger because you're able to perceive things differently now. There's been this mental shift. Look at the moon card. I love it. Because we're still in Taurus new moon energy. So in this energy that we're in this portal energy, you've been able to shift your perspective on something. You've been able to see things differently, and it's because you know that you really are the creator of your own world. And it's like, I'm just kind of hearing like, you don't care who sees your shadows because you've already seen them and you're creating your world around it, because you know that your shadows are what has helped you to create your world right now. And you're freaking sitting in it, able to adapt to any situation. You're observing everything and everyone differently. And it's allowing you to be more in your power. Because you're trusting your intuition, my love. You understand that everything happens in duality. You understand karma. You understand how important and crucial it's been for you to go into the shadows and see the unknowns within yourself. And you can recognize the dualities within yourself. You can recognize your own highs and your own lows. And you can sit there in real time and understand, like, in real time is what I'm hearing. It's coming, everything is coming to you so much faster than it's ever came to you. And that's because you've shifted your perspective on your own intuition. You're trusting yourself at such a deep level. Because your intuition brought you everything. Your intuition brought you the Nine of Pentacles. This lush, beautiful garden just constantly blooming. To be in creator mode all the time. Like, to be so connected to all that is earthly. Earthly. You're trusting your intuition so deeply. And that's because you've allowed yourself to do so much shadow work to where it's like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you trust you? Why wouldn't you trust you? Hello? Like, it's almost like you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're literally like, hello? Like, it's all happening. And it's happening, my love, because you've taken the steps towards the initiation. Because you're not dimming your light. And if you're wanting to know, like, where this path is leading you and where this path is taking you, ask yourself these questions. What is your soul calling you to do? How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Where are you being called to journey to? And it really just feels like you already know. I'll put these questions in the description box, but it really feels like you already know exactly what it is. Like, you already know that it's because you're trusting yourself. You already know where you're not allowing your light to shine. And what I'm hearing Spirit say is show up in those spaces and shine anyways, because you're in the mindset of you don't care. In the best way. Right? You don't care how you're perceived anymore, because your perceptions are, you know that your perceptions of who you are outshine the perceptions of what anybody else thinks you are or who they think you are. It's like you've been through the battlefield, babe. You've been through the battlefield, and these are all the wands you've collected, and you're like, you know what? I could do anything. I could do anything. Look at all this shit I got. I could do anything. Trusting myself. Like, sitting in my wealth. Right? Like, because you understand. You just understand that you are wealthy as who you are now. You are intuitive. You are smart. This card has been poking me while I was shuffling. You may have... Whew. And the Queen of Wands came out. You have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Let's see here. I'm just looking at it because when the King and the Queen are, when they come out in a reading and they're not facing each other, it's always like there's a slight obstacle. I feel like there's like something. I don't always love, like, if it came out like this, different because they're looking at each other. And this came out right after the 9. I'm hearing that there's something still hidden in the shadows that you're not seeing. But it doesn't feel negative. It feels like what is hidden in the shadows that you're not seeing is what you are going to find when you go in through this initiation. Like, it's going to come to clarity for you. You know, it's like the end of this battle. You're just walking away from what isn't filling your cup anymore, and you're walking away from the need to have the mental clutter that's like stacking up on your brain, making you feel like, you know, that you can't have this forward movement, or like you can't have it all. You can, and you're just in the phase of knowing that, so you are walking away from things. But it's like when we walk through a portal, we always have to walk away from something. And so I feel like we're always talking about walking away from something, but it's because there's so much forward movement that this collective is going through right now. There's so much happening. There's so much shifting that as we move through this portal, as we move through this initiation of our heart-led space, when we move towards something, we also have to move away from something. And so it feels like what you're moving away from is the like mental imbalance, like feeling like you need to output more than you input. I'm just like feeling like in order to nurture your garden, you're understanding that you also need to really need to nurture the garden of your soul. And there's this need to rest and balance in, you're balancing in. There's like this need to balance in something that you may not perceive as an opportunity, or you may not perceive as like something towards your goals, but it is. It's like you're not allowing yourself to see something because there is this need to have a perspective on creating more balance in your life, is what I'm hearing. Like, it's like you're walking away from needing to overperform. Like, and when you stop moving in the way of overperforming, you're going to be able, like, this will shift. There'll be a shift of energy, and you're going to be able to see something that's been missing. It's like this neat pleasure. Like, it's like you're walking away from overproducing to walk towards a life of pleasure, a life of joy, a heart-led space. The pleasure of life, right? Like, the pleasure of life because you're not dimming your light anymore. You're in peace knowing that what needed to crumble away was not meant to be on the new foundation that you're building through this initiation. So this feels really good, babe. This feels like a really big ending and beginning of, you're just leading from that heart-led space now. And Spirit wants me to remind you, you know, when you're honoring your temple and your devotion to self, and you're moving through this initiation, and I'm also hearing that, like, don't expect it to be right away. Like, it obviously, right? There is a time and space for process and initiation. It feels like when the next full moon comes, you're going to be in more of a space of balance, is what it feels like. But this feels like a really good space that you're in. It feels like you've been holding a lot of capacity for a lot right now. It feels like you have been holding a lot of capacity for a lot right now. And you've also come to realize that you do have more expanded capacity right now. Like, things are moving fast and you may be tired, and you know, though everything is moving, like nothing stops. And it's like you are, excuse me, confirmation on what I was just about to say. You have grown so much. Like, you've grown so much that you have so much more capacity to hold so much more, and so you are holding so much more. You're carrying so much, though, to where it's like, okay, now there needs to be a little bit more balance so that you can see something that is going to bring even more opportunity, and it's going to add to this new foundation that you're creating through this initiation. But remember, when you go through a portal, you have to let something go. And so you just do. It feels like a third party situation, but it's not like third party in the sense of like a relationship. There's just like this third party something. Maybe it's a job, maybe it is a partnership, maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's just in how you're moving and showing up, maybe it's business partners, maybe it's what was that, Spirit? Maybe it's collaborations. Maybe all of that is changing and shifting, and there's so much more opportunity coming to you. Something has to go in the pursuit of that in order for you to be able to lead from this fully heart-led space. Because it's moving you in directions where you're not going to have to dim your light anymore. And it's moving you to places? It's moving you to places that are going to put you in the opportunities to answer the call of your heart. To be in a space of where you're journeying to. Okay? I mean, this feels really good. Right? The very good new moon energy and this shifted perspective of knowing that your input to self needs to matter just as much as your output to the world. And you are safe to move in a heart-led space. Call on your ancestors. Call on your guides. You're not alone in any of it. It's like this slow bottom of the deck. It's starting to all make sense now. It's starting to all come together. There's like this, you're crossing over that water, and you know that there are going to be like other obstacles presented to you, but you're focusing on this emotional fulfillment coming into you because of how you're honoring this heart space. I love this for you. I want you guys to know that you're doing a freaking good job, okay? I know that life has been hard for a lot. I know that you guys have been transitioning through a lot. I really, really appreciate how you guys reach out to me on different platforms to share your journeys with me. And I hope that we can build community in all of this together so that, you know, it's just a magical space to come to. Thank you for allowing me to create a magical space for you and for being a part of this magical space. I really, really appreciate you guys, and I just want you to know how freaking beautiful you are. What you're creating in this world is something that can never be duplicated by anybody else, and what you're creating and outputting in this journey through your initiation is exactly what the world needs. And yeah, I don't know, I just got really emotional right now. So it feels really good. I'm sending you guys love and hugs, and just remember that pleasure is your birthright, joy is your birthright, love is your birthright, rest is your birthright, abundance is your birthright. Okay? You deserve to live a soul-led life, a heart-filled life. I love you so much. I'm sending you guys all very big hugs. Have a beautifully abundant day. I love you. Like abundant in every way. I love you so much.